Well, I'm free falling, well, I'm free falling. Guys, that there is your unauthorized copyright infringement, terrible singing line of the week. I'm sorry it's not of the day, guys. Haven't seen you in a week, and I apologize about that. I just got a lot on my mind tonight. CamBo's got a lot on his mind. Imagine that. Anyway, guys, here's the deal. Here is the deal. I've told my daughters over and over again, don't ever miss a chance to listen to the lyrics of Tom Petty or John Mellencamp. Folks, if I've missed you and you want to yell at me, subscribe down below. I'm sure we all have amazing artists in our lives, but don't ever miss a chance to listen to John Mellencamp nor Tom Petty's lyrics. They were lyrical poets, they really were. If you're here today, I want to talk to you a little bit about fantasy. I go in and out of fantasy a lot, guys. Listen, for a lot of my life, I have driven cars for a living. I've spent a lot, a crap load of time driving cars in the last 50 years. Sure, I've done a lot of stuff. I've taught and a bunch of other stuff. But most of my time, even when I was in business for myself, has been spent driving in a car. I've had an accident or here or two, and I blame that on one thing, and that's just I always blame it on the fact that if you're on the road so much, you are bound and determined to get in a car accident. And boy, can I tell you, I have. I've had tickets close enough to lose my license. I've had points close enough to lose my license. I've done a heck of a lot of driving, guys. I spend an enormous amount of time driving a car in fantasy land. Woo! Now that, guys, that's a nostril shot, not a tooth shot. Look, let's do it again. Nostril shot. Hang on. Oh man, it was the first time, was the best. I can't do it again. There it is. Woo! Whoop! There it is, guys. I spent enormous amounts of time looking out my window at beautiful young women, thinking, wow, that person's gorgeous. How wonderful it would be to be with them in an inappropriate manner. Of course it's an inappropriate manner. You know what? I have sat around at night and decided to go to work because I'm fantasizing about a 12-pack of Coors or Corona. I love Corona Light, guys. I love Corona Light. But I've got up and went to work before rather than drink that 12-pack of Corona Light. I fantasize constantly. There is a pan stuffed crust monster pizza on my mind 95.5% of the time. The other 4.5%, it's usually Asian food. Anyway, that doesn't stick with you, by the way. Anyway, I'm not here for a sense of humor. I'm here to talk about Fantasyland. Why do I do it? Why am I in Fantasyland? Guys, I'm a middle guy. My older brother is amazing. He's a retired public school teacher. He owns his own business. And the majority of his life and time he spends taking care of my parents, who both have late stage dementia. Well, middle stage, late stage. My mom's late stage. My dad's kind of in there. They live right across the street from one another. I hate it when I look so serious and I move my mouth like this. Don't you hate that? I do, because I look so stupid. Anyway, my brother's amazing. He takes care of my parents. And their dirty, stinking house, their lack of laundry, their no idea how to cook anymore. And my brother goes there daily and takes care of them. He's done all their finances. Guys, my little brother takes care of his stepfather-in-law. Get this. Nobody else does. His stepfather-in-law's got like 3 or 4 biological kids, but my younger brother takes care of him. He calls him his dad. you know, because he thinks his dad was an asshole. Well, I know his dad well, and he might be. But anyway, I don't think so. Kind of like him. Anyway, you know, the guy's amazing. He's a retired sheriff's deputy and then a retired truck driver. And he has stopped both to take care of his deceased mother's husband. I fantasize. That's what I do. I'm really good at thinking about beer and boobies. I'm really, really good at thinking about bread, beer, and boobies. After a while, I love that. Don't you love that? After a while, when I get done YouTube, and you can see that it's dark here, and I just got home from work, driving a short shift, and when I get home, I have to work in the morning. And I need to poop. And clearly, if you're looking at me right now, you know I need to shave. So I'm gonna go in tonight, shower and shave. And let me tell you, that's one of my favorite phrases: shit, shower and shave. Anyway, bread, beer, and boobs. That's my fantasy. And I think I'm covering something up. What do you guys think? Have anybody else ever at a later stage in life, after middle life, even if you're younger, guys, even if you're younger and you're in a recovery program for anything, be it mental health, be it depression, be it bipolar, I don't care what it is. If you're in a recovery, even if you're not in a recovery program, tell me down below, guys. Give me comments, which no one's been doing, by the way. Hey, why aren't you giving me comments? Anyway, just kidding. We're not really mad. Anyway, why do we fantasize? Well, I think we've blocked something out. Man, I'm blessed. God didn't let me know what the heck had happened to me as a teenager. I was a happy, go-lucky, friendly, helpful teenager. And then life hit me, and depression hit me, and finances hit me, and marital problems, and a lot of strip clubs, and I got slapped in the face with life, and I proceeded to fantasize. I used that fantasy just to go somewhere and not think about what was in the back of my head. It was not until 40 years old that I woke up in a dry sweat and realized who my molester, I love that word, Chester the molester, was. Who the dude in the trench coat was. He wasn't in a trench coat. He was in my family. But I honestly believe, don't you hate that stutter? I had a girlfriend in college tell me, your little stutter. Oh, that's just adorable, CamBo. I love that. By the way, how are you, Angela? I haven't seen you in years. I wonder if you're still gorgeous. I bet you are. Anyway, lovely lady. No offense, Mrs. Bowman. No offense to anyone out there. She was just a beautiful lady, and I'm saying hi. Anyway, I think I spent a lot of time, beer, boobs, and bread, to block out this one really crappy memory. And there's people out there that have a billion crappy memories. You know, there were people that were molested and remember that as clear as a bell, and they were molested 150,000 times as a kid. You know, mine was once, and it clearly traumatized me for a long, long time. Guys, this YouTube, whatever it is, I don't even know what it is anymore, because Billa's not going to come along. He's already said he's just not into it. He's not feeling it, which is fine, Billa. Lazy, stinking bum. I don't know what you're out doing, Billa, but I still challenge you because I think you're the best person for the job. Anyway, guys, I don't know what this YouTube video is, but it's not about recovery from child molestation. Guys, this is about the gratitude that I have. Number one, that I didn't remember this crap till I was 40 years old. Okay? Now, I put a lot of shit in my head between 20 and 40 to try to block it out, but I also still spend a lot of time fantasizing. And that's not fantasies like you guys are sitting out there imagining fantasies. And guys, I won't even go into those because, you know, that's probably improper for an SAA feller. And by the way, if this is an SAA meeting or an AA meeting or an Alcoholics Anonymous meeting or a Narcotics Anonymous meeting or an OA meeting, no matter what this kind of meeting is, it is unsanctioned, folks. Yes, Cameron has no rights, no permission to put this on film. But I came to believe in a power greater than myself. Now, I gave my life to Christ a long, long time ago. Okay? But I came to believe in a power greater than myself. Over the years, there is absolutely no doubt. You know, I really got to get a tripod and get better at this editing thing. Squirrel! Yes, babe. Squirrel! Yes, wife. Squirrel! Anyway, because if I could just raise this up, see, my lighting sucks when I raise it up. I'm going to be working on these when the kid goes back to school. I might try some editing skills. I really love it raw and honest. I love it raw and honest. I want you guys on here raw and honest. I want you to join my channel called Raw and Honest. Okay? I want you to tell me how you feel, what's hurting. Tell me your story. We all need that. We all need that. We all crave the feeling of not being alone and knowing that somebody else out there has experienced it. And no matter what this podcast is, I have came to believe that there is a power greater than myself. Mine, personally, is Christ. I do that because I know Christ lived and died factually. But I'm also going to start a podcast about doubts. You know, we all have doubts. And it wasn't recently till I realized that we all did have doubts. I thought I was the only one that doubted my faith. And it took a long, long time for me to realize that there's pastors of huge spiritual believing. Oh, anyway, what I was going to say about my eyes. I hate it when my eyes look like they're half closed. Although, you know, when I do that, and I show those big blonde brows, I look amazing. Yes, I do. Anyway, guys, it's CamBo. I'm out of here. There's a power greater than us. Believe, smile. If you're a Christian, yell, I'm a Christian. And we were all raised in a Christian Judeo society if you live in the West. Okay? You might not ever go to church anymore. Okay? You might be a Jehovah's Witness. You might be a Seventh-day Adventist. You might be a Southern Baptist. You might be a Methodist, Church of Christ. If I've left you out, I apologize. But what we all need to be doing is starting a movement about the radical middle. What we all need to be doing is saying we're making our votes politically on God. That doesn't just mean abortion. It means we make our decisions in life and who we want to represent us as the radical middle. And that radical middle, all of us who support God. Matter of fact, I want to start a movement right here and right now. If you support God, click on this video. I challenge you on YouTube worldwide to start a stinking movement. The radical middle. If you believe in God in any way, shape, form, even if you're thinking about believing in God, click here. Let's start a movement. I love you if you're black. I love you if you're black in Black Lives Matter. I love you if you're white in Black Lives Matter. I love you if you're part of that cult that dances topless on a commune, eating snake, as long as you're a God follower. I love you if you're not a God follower. And guys, here again is the reason I do that. Because I believe God is love. And if God is love, then what I'm being asked to do is love you. And show you more of my God. Guys, I'm CamBo, and again, sorry about twice. I'm out of here.